Paper is an essential thing that we use every day. It is so important that although we live in digital era, we are still using it for many things, such as magazines, notes, books, into newspaper.
But did you know what it takes to create one sheet of paper? And how does it affect our environment? Before we went further on this video, I want to tell you something that I've read articles before I'm making these videos, and it's really some of the facts are pretty surprising for me and maybe for you too, because well, it is rarely unknown that a paper is created with so many things, and the fact that the impact of the one sheet of paper is pretty huge for our environment. So just watch the video more.
Yes.
Paper is a thin material produced by pressing together a pulp of wood and some grass and then drying them together into a thin sheet of material. You might already know that paper is a thin material and it's made from a wood or a pulp of wood. But that's just on its surface. You know that a name maybe not covering what it means. So you might want to see some of the facts that maybe you haven't know yet. So you think you have know about paper so well? Well, let me show you some of the things that you may have not know about paper. 93% of papers comes from the trees. It takes an average of 5 liters of water to create one sheet of paper. Did you know to print a Sunday edition of New York Times, it takes 75,000 of trees? Recycling 1 ton of paper saves around 882.5 gallons of oil, 26 and 500 liters of water, and 17 trees. Almost everything that we do in our life involving papers start from when we was born. We use it for birth certificate, tissue, diapers, and maybe so many things that involving papers. And also when we were getting older, when we were toddler, we used to draw so many things in newspaper or a magazine or maybe in a used or maybe a plain and new paper. And then when we were getting older, the more of it comes. Like bills, magazines, novels, or maybe books, check, monthly report, and there are so many things that are involving papers in our life. And then now you might be wondering about how to reduce paper use when it is an essential thing in your life. Well, let me show you some tips to reduce paper use, but not really reducing your productivity. Oh? So it's done. Okay, then just send it to me so I can check it. Okay. Oh, no, don't print it. Just send it via email. You got my email, right? Alright, cool. Bye. 50% of the waste of business is composed of paper. So instead of printing your monthly report, which will end in trash bin, you can just send it via email as it will be more efficient and faster. When you have to write an essay with no errors and mistakes, you can just type it first at your computer, and then when it's done, you can start to writing it on your paper. There are so many things that you can do to reduce paper use. Start from recycling old papers, not printing bills or receipt or any files that really not necessary, and also you can start to use digital files because we live in digital era. Paper production may affect our environment so badly,
And it is up to us, humans, to create these things, to guide where this thing could land us. Simple steps are needed for a bigger leap. So start from now, reduce paper use, be digital, be paperless.